So I am here now with the Foreign Minister of the Kingdom of Hawaii, Mr. Nelson Armitage. So if you would like to just tell us a little bit about what happened today at this assembly, this legislative meeting.
Yeah, thank you very much, first of all, for having me. And my name is Nelson Armitage, Senior, and I am the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Lawful Hawaiian Government. And what took place here today is our 40th convention, and meaning that this is the 40th time that we come here to meet and discuss political issues that helps us understand our political role that has been absolutely denied us over 122 years. And today the bylaws and rules that we're setting up is a legal understanding of our principles of laws and obligations of a nation's right of existing under international protocols that give us a right to reset its proper authority in accordance to international law. And so today's actions was absolutely moving in a direction with the body of understanding our principles of rules, and to take it to the next levels of understanding our principles of now opening up the international obligations with other foreign countries.
So you occupy the position of Foreign Minister. Could you just explain how that position was created and how you were elected to it or nominated to it, and what are your duties?
Sure. You know, our former government always had a position with the matters of the executive branch, the Department of Foreign Affairs, the Department of Interior, the Department of Governance. And so I have accepted that role by being appointed by elected Prime Minister Noah. And with all respect to his choice, I am honored to serve in that department. And what that department does is really sets the tone of our my responsibility as international obligation to other countries is the same much as John Kerry in the United States. His role there is to serve the diplomacy with other foreign countries of treaty obligations, economic obligations, and on to bring back to the governing body under the principles of the elected Prime Minister or the elected President. So my obligation is very, very unique. I love the position of understanding it, because we've been denied these matters for a long time. And with respect to that, Michael, it's not an easy task to reassemble something that was denied you 122 years. You know, and to now currently exercise these rights properly, it is an exciting moment for all of us, because we're absolutely standing on the rule of law without any hindrance or obstruction to be misunderstood about our true weapon that we have. It's called the weapon of mass aloha, you know, and that aloha is throughout the world. That we don't have a problem with nobody. Problems that we have is within our own domestic matters and the person who's been oppressing us for 122 years, which is the United States of America. And we believe, you know, aggressives don't work. You know, those days are over. Barbaric acts, belligerent acts, aggression of ignorance is not happening. So we want to help set the world with a tone of understanding that with love and respect, we can start to heal from the internal and start to expand out, where we bring peace and harmony to the world instead of aggravation and distraction and destruction, you know. So with respect, that is my philosophy, and I took that position with respect to try and heal my country in that same format, you know.
Can you tell us a little bit about the international community and their reaction to the existence of the Lawful Hawaiian Government? Have the foreign ministers of other nations expressed any interest, or have you approached their departments? You know, what can we expect in the future?
That's a good question. Michael, with love and respect, I think they have been, most of the foreign countries have been absolutely denied understanding really who we are. And with respect to their governments and their constitutions and their people, our responsibility is to now open up dialogues with them. And we had contact a few countries that is very interested in who we are and what we stand for, and they like what we stand for, and they're willing to support us, you know. And today it's now just a matter of our our governing body starts to give us the true support so that we can work together and achieve the goal with other nations, and understanding that we do exist, one. Two, we really want to open up international trades with foreign countries with respect to each other's harmony for their citizens entering our country as much as we're entering their countries. And so, to be honest, Michael, it looks exciting, you know, and I'm very optimistic that we will achieve those goals here real shortly, because Prime Minister Noy is a real great leader, you know, and I'm very confident in his leadership, and that's what we've been lacking, is that there was nobody that really could put this whole principles of understanding on the table, that so we all can have a look at it to understand our responsibilities and obligation as not only individuals but as a governing body for our people. And so today, you know, we've come a long way, that's for sure, but the confidence of our government today, we're ready to start to execute the beauty about Hawaii, our way, you know.
So this year, 2015, in September, there's going to be the 5th set of elections, I believe, concerning the Lawful Hawaiian Government. Can you explain how important that is, especially in regards to gaining international recognition for the Lawful Hawaiian Government?
That's a very good question, because every country has their own elections. America strives on the independence of the people's rights to vote. We absolutely embrace the whole matter of holding our people with the knowledge that they have a right to vote their own independent nation, and giving them the materials and understanding their responsibilities was one of the most difficult tasks, because people didn't understand that the problem that we continue to face daily is that they were denied the right to understand that we do exist, so that we can have this election. So in 1999, when we unified the very opening of our reinstatement process, that was an exciting time that leads up to tomorrow. This year's coming up, the elections in November, and I think it's November, I believe. And what is unique about that? Only now our people started to understand how powerful an election is, you know, because we've been denied that exclusive right to our own personal constitution that's been infringed on by the United States of America. And people started to understand the responsibilities and obligation that is our constitution. That's our constitutional right to hold an election by our people, conducted by our people, for our people, you know. And so that's the knowledge, and that is the most important element of the elections, of understanding that they have a right to hold that law, you know. And so I'm really excited to participate and make this thing happen again, you know. And that's where we're at.
Right. A group of legislators from the Big Island, especially in the Puna region, have taken the initiative for creating a Star Visitor Sanctuary. So in the hypothetical case of visitors from another world landing here in Kalapana, how would that kind of impact on the foreign relations that you're kind of supervising?
You know, like in every country, if the citizens in Puna feels that this is a fact, and I guess the education that comes from it has to come from a factual point, and at this moment I believe that what they're doing is absolutely in their belief, and every country has a right to believe in what they believe in, and it's logic. We're all seeing many, you know, UFOs around, and if that's what they believe, you know what? I support that 100%, because why not? And what if there is? And what if, you know, they have a right to come and visit in peace, you know? And we have a right to transmit the aloha too, you know? So I love the idea, and I do respect that, and I support that 100%, no doubt about that.
Thank you. And what would you say to those that might be viewing this who have no idea of the history of the Kingdom of Hawaii? What final words would you give them in terms of what is happening here at this moment?
You know, Michael, with all love and respect, I think the world knows about us, and they just need to understand that we do exist, and we're here to support any country as much as we need support to help heal those in need of whatever it takes, even if it takes that sanctuary out there to help us, you know. But the bottom line is Hawaii, we are unique and special, and we believe that we have enough understanding, energy to help others, help heal themselves as much as we need healing ourselves. And for the people out there who don't know who we are, we wish that they would start to understand that we do exist, you know, and that we are here to support anybody. And we hope that they get to the websites and start to look for us and start to dialogue and start to communicate with us and start to understand where we are and how we can help each other to better this world, you know, and bring peace and harmony to these countries, especially around the world, and stop the destruction of mankind, you know. And with love and respect, I think we all, you know, Hawaii is a great leading point because we have all kinds of people living here. And the beauty about that is at least they respect who they are, because without aloha, I mean, it wouldn't be an aloha state, you know. And I wish the world the best, you know, because it takes the leaders to heal these countries. It doesn't take guns and weapons to heal countries. No, it doesn't. And I just wish today that the people of the world start to believe in love instead of destruction, you know. The world leaders, that is too, you know. That's the important part of any country's right, to share the peace and love, you know, instead of destruction. And with that, I just hope the world hear us, you know.
Well, thank you, Mr. Armitage, for sharing your wisdom.
Thank you very much, Mike, and I wish you all the best.